Hi. So let's say you have an AI agent doing customer support. Now, this is the code base of your customer support agent. It is written with LangChain and uses GPT 4.0 under the hood. However, it fails all the time. It outputs incorrect format and messes up information retrieval. So now we use the Augento platform to produce a much better fine-tuned model with reinforcement learning. All right, let's create a new model. And until now, we've been using GPT 4.0, so OpenAI is the provider that you will have to import. Why? Well, because Augento intercepts the calls to that old model, GPT 4.0 in this case, in order to register your runs with the Augento platform, see their failures, and train on them. With Augento, you do not need an explicit data set. So you paste in your OpenAI API key to import, and you'll get create that model, and you'll get an Augento API key, which create, copy that. So for us being able to capture the data flow of your agent, you don't need to change any code, just provide the Augento API key and the base URL of Augento in your LLM connector. In contrast to other fine-tuning platforms, we do not rely on you uploading explicit data sets. Instead, as you see, we connect to your agent that is already running in your code base and capture the data flow to identify training scenarios. We intercept the runs and they show up, your failure runs and whatever you want to capture. Now this is pre-populated with another example. You don't like the output, accuracy is bad, you want to give 4.0 a bad feedback here, so now you decide to train. You will select the model here, you will get those captured runs, select those you want to train on, the prompts, you can choose that in order to then do reinforcement learning on these. So what you will need is a reward function. For us, a reward function is just a web server. You can choose to host it by yourself or use a provider like Fly.io. We have Python or TypeScript templates ready. Now this is an example reward function that we wrote. It is available under this URL. It's hosted. My reward function, and let it connect. Now it's verifying, and once it's verified, you can set the hyperparameters for reinforcement learning, also define the JSON schema if you want to do guided decoding, and we have the weights and biases integration ready. And finally, you select the training duration, how many epochs, let's say rather short training, start training. And what will happen now is you see under training runs your RL trainings, queued, running, completed ones. And after training is completed, the model will be available for inference. For that, you're going to ready on your model, which is fine-tuned. Select the fine-tuned version, in this case V5, that you want to use, and you go back to your code base and exchange the model with the new Augento model. Deploy it with just this exchange of model name, having improved through reinforcement learning, going to higher accuracies.